From unsolved mysteries to unexplained phenomena, from comedy gold to relationship fails, Amazon Music's got the most ad-free top podcasts, included with Prime. Because the only thing that should interrupt your listening is, well, nothing. Download the Amazon Music app today.
Come on, Billy, be ahead of Bill. Come on, Bill. Right, Bill.
No problem, Gino. This guy blows dead dogs. Just lay it in there.
Eat shit and die, Ricky.
Eat shit and live, Bill.
Yeah, Bill, he's a little wet. Come on, Bill. Right field, Bill. Right field.
Long live the new Flash.
Hey, Nate, hey, man, thanks for giving me the job, the summer job, working at the Sleepaway Camp, man.
Oh, man, I am so happy that you are here. I am struggling to find people to even work this whole thing. No one wants to work summer camps anymore.
Well, that's good because, I got my cousin with me, Angela.
You have a cousin?
And then something horrible happened. There was a boat accident. And her parents are dead, and then apparently somehow I got stuck with her.
You're taking care of a cousin now?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
My cousin, and I haven't seen her in years. And honestly, I don't remember much about her. She kind of hasn't really said anything. But hey, look at here. I went and picked up the new book from Jacoby, and he took off in the hearse, and I stole Christine. Look at this baby.
You got his Plymouth Fury here?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He's gonna be fucking
this thing's cherry.
He's gonna be pissed, but it is good to go. I've been trying to get Def Leppard in the CD player, but all it plays is old 20s.
Yeah, just plays old 45s.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty weird. But anyways, here, let me introduce you to Angela. This is Nate, the guy that's going to give us the job here at the summer camp.
Hi, Angela.
I told you he was a little creepy, but he's all right. He's all right.
Okay, well, that's not a good introduction, but hey, thank you for coming to work here this summer. We've got kids coming in another week. It's gonna be awesome, but we've got some projects to do, so we should probably get started. I've had this real issue, Angela. Any specialties that you like to?
No.
Angela.
Yes.
Okay, we'll work on that. Anyway,
she's got a frog in her throat, Nate. It's a frog in her throat.
It's a bullfrog?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bullfrog.
Okay. All right. You know what? Fine. That's great.
She's a little shy.
Yes, I gather that. Hey, this is great.
Hi, Nate.
Hi, and we've already done this part.
She's a little awkward. She just finally got the courage to say hello to you.
Yeah. Hello. I'm so happy you're here. Okay.
Hey, Nate, she's single too.
Great, we'll work on that. Yeah, we like to drink and hook up in summer camps. Yeah, it's going to be great.
Okay.
So anyway.
So, I don't know. But, she's down to do whatever, man. Like, what we just got to get ready for the kids
Well, I got this whole chores list that we have to get done before the kids show up. But the problem is that this whole damn rabid giant-ass dog is roaming around here. And it's fucking, like, the postman... It's fucking everything in sight, man. And but in all seriousness, it is coming out here. There was a postman that was dropping off some packages, some utensils and stuff that we're going to need for the summer camp startup. and the dog bit his hand off. His hand. I know. And, like, look, I tried to contact the police. They're trying to actively euthanize it.
Behind you. I think it's coming. Holy shit.
Oh, God, that's the dog.
That's huge.
That's the dog. See, it's
jump in the car. Jump in the car.
Shit, I wanted the car. Come on, Angela.
Sit next to my cousin.
Okay, hi, Angela. Can you scoot over a little bit? Yeah. This is a big car. Okay, you can scoot over a little bit more.
Sure, man.
You can just... Okay, yeah, but, like, not the opposite way. Not towards me. Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I don't know what you're thanking me for, but oh my God, Jesus Christ. This dog's all over the window, man.
Gosh, dude, look at it drooling all over Jacoby's car. Like the nails are all over Christine.
Shit, it's scratching up the paint. It's starting to chew at the tires.
Jacoby's gonna kill me, man.
Oh my God, what the hell are we gonna do, man? Corey, this isn't the time for music, man.
Well.
Stop playing music. We don't need 50s doo-wop right now. This dog's trying to kill us, man.
I don't know. How do you do this? How do you deal with this, man?
I don't know. Jesus Christ, man! Do you have a gun or a knife or something like? Yeah. Yes.
I'll save you.
Okay, Angela. Yeah. What do you got? You got some plans? You got some weapons on you? What are you gonna do?
I'll get the dog away.
Okay, I don't know how, but all right, sounds great. Yeah. What do we got to do?
Are you holding my cousin's hand, Nate?
I'm not holding your hand. Okay, look, I'm a stress hand holder, man. That's just what I do. Okay.
What the hell, man?
Yeah, I know. It's like she's been scooting towards me. Okay. Anyway, like we need to get this dog.
So, what do you think you're gonna do, Angela?
I'll lure the dog away.
Oh. Okay.
Great. Yeah, lure the dog away.
Are you a really good runner? I mean, I haven't seen you in years.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, well, all right. So you're just gonna jump in there, lure the dog away, and then we're gonna pull Christine into the garage so that Jacoby is not pissed.
Yeah, no, that's great. We could park underneath that little awning over there where we're supposed to have the firewood.
Yeah, sure, man.
Okay. It sounds like Angela's on board. All right, so Angela, what do you want to do? Do you want to how are you going to distract him?
Okay, just open the door and push her out, Nate. And then she's fast.
Okay, all right, yeah, here we go. All right.
Oh, look at her. She's running around.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
She's running. Wait,
she's pretty fast for a chick.
Why is she stopping? What is she doing with her pants?
Oh no.
Oh, God, Corey,
Cujo just got her. What is he biting?
She pulled her pants down. She has a dick this entire time. You were gonna set
sausage in her pocket.
That's a human sausage. I've seen those before. I happen to have one, okay? And she has what I have and what you have.
I don't know.
You were gonna let me hook up with Angela?
You were gonna. You were already holding her hand. Anyways, we gotta save her. We gotta save her.
Oh God, the dog just ripped it off. Oh, the dog just ripped it. Oh,
here. I got it. We gotta do this. Mercy.
I feel sick.
We'll run them both down with Christine.
Okay, yeah.
No, turn the music up.
This is a great... Oh my God. Oh shit.
I think Cujo and Angela are both dead.
Oh God, no. We definitely ran over your cousin first. It actually backed up. Quit. Are you doing this? Are you constantly running over your cousin right now?
No, man. I was trying to get this dog.
Stop the car, man.
All right.
Jesus.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if Cujo's dead. I'm pretty sure my cousin's dead.
Oh yeah, the dog's dead now.
We gotta do 1983.
Yeah. Is this car fixing itself right now?
Can we do it in here?
Oh, thank God. Yeah, I don't know if that dog's 100% dead, even though it ran it over several times. But yeah, let's stay in the car. We'll record the podcast, and if that dog's still alive, then we'll deal with it afterwards. How about that? All right. Can you turn down the doo-wop music a little bit, please?
Yeah, I can't control it. All right, episode 58, The Horror of 1983, Savage Horror Creeps podcast. As always, I am Corey. We have Nate here, sitting in a dilapidated Christine, or it seems all right. I don't know. It should be fine. Dead dog.
Seems like
dead
it's fixing
cousin.
itself.
Oh man, this isn't the way I wanted to start my camping career.
No, man, I got so much stuff to do, and now we got to bury your cousin somewhere, and I don't know if we'll be able to find her dick. I think it's in the dog somewhere.
She didn't have a dick, man.
She had a dick.
Don't be mean to my cousin.
She's dead, Corey. It's okay. Your cousin Angela's dead dick is somewhere in the forest,
By the way,
and
nice
she's all right.
shorts. Those are really short.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, well, I'm trying to get in the summer camp vibe.
Yeah.
Can you see both of my testicles or just the one?
Only one. I thought you only had one.
Well, good. See, they're working.
They're working.
All right. Yeah, 1983, man. I love going back to the 80s. My favorite decade for horror. I think 70s is my favorite movie decade. But 80s is definitely my favorite for all things horror. Okay. And this was a fun but weird one.
Yeah.
There's some weird ones in 1983. It's like we kind of got like...
Well, there's no Nightmare, there's no Friday, there's no Chainsaw, there's
it's like we got over
no
the slasher
franchise with the exception of one. And it's
the beginning.
Yeah.
Well, no, there's okay. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, we'll get into that later tonight. But it's kind of interesting. It's like for 3-4 years we had these slashers coming out of nowhere, and now they try to do things a little different. And the rise of Stephen King definitely came into this.
He definitely is part of this.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we got some cool stuff to talk about. But before we do that, let's get into news.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants. I got news for you, pal. You ain't leading but two things right now. Jack and shit. And Jack left town.
And have you noticed this trend where every week there's a new rumor of a new outrageously out-of-pocket Robert Eggers movie that he's working on?
No, I haven't. What's the new rumor
Remember
now?
they were like Labyrinth, and then they were like this, and they were like that, and they were like this. And then now they're saying that he's working on a Christmas Carol.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
A Christmas? I don't want to see that.
Robert Eggers, The Christmas Carol with William Dafoe as the Scrooge.
This does sound like an internet rumor.
Dude, every week there's a new movie that I'm like, no way he's going to do that.
Yeah. Well, it's the same thing of like asking somebody like, someone asked Paul Rudd at a fucking Seth Rogen movie screening if he would ever star in a Halloween movie, and then he'd be like, "Yeah, sure, I'd come back to Halloween."
Right,
and then it's a headline of like,
article.
Paul Rudd wants to come back to the Halloween franchise. It's like,
sucks.
no,
and I don't know if any of this is true, but I did read a whole article about how Robert Eggers wants to do this dark R-rated Christmas Carol bullshit.
Yeah, that's silly. No one wants that.
And just like how he was going to have Loki as the Labyrinth. And I mean, I still see shit like that about it, but I don't know, man. Robert Eggers, he makes one movie every 2 fucking years and there's no light in it.
That's very true. Yeah. I don't want to see, I'm kind of done with the Christmas Story stuff.
They've been redoing it for
100 different versions of it. I don't need to see an dark R-rated version of it. I mean, didn't we have that with Scrooged?
Well, I don't know.
Bill Murray?
It was dark. It was
dark. It was
I
darker.
don't know if it was R-rated either, but
was it? Oh.
I mean, it had smoking in it. I don't know.
I thought they said some F-bombs, but anyway.
But either way, but yeah, so I heard rumors of Robert Eggers working on a horror Christmas Carol. We'll see if any of those rumors are true, but in sad news and realer news and Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2, you're a big fan of, right?
I love it. Second favorite sequel of the franchise.
Yeah, it's a great film. Well, the guy who played Leatherface, Bob Elmore, passed away.
I heard about that.
He was an iconic stuntman who got the replacement job from Gunnar Hansen, and I thought he did a pretty good job. He
did, yeah.
Goofier,
really
Leatherface. He was at Crypticon, and both of us passed him by because he was right next to Caroline Williams, and she had
better boobs than Bob Elmore.
Yeah,
sorry.
But I wish I would have went and met him, and rest in peace to him. And
yeah, it's unfortunate.
Nobody even knew that was coming,
No, he wasn't that old. He wasn't young by any means, but he wasn't that old. And yeah, that's sad. Just another member of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre family to be to die off, unfortunately. Hey, in lighter news, though, or more exciting news, Night of the Living Dead, the 1990 remake by Tom Savini. Have you seen this? It is getting a 4K unedited edition out there, Steelbook edition. Huh?
What did they edit?
Apparently, it was heavily trimmed down some of the gore stuff that Tom Savini did during the directing.
More hammering?
Yeah, they're just putting up more boards. That's what it is.
It's another 30 minutes of boards.
No, it's a 4K Steelbook edition, and it's going to be completely unedited. And then Tom Savini's even promoting it, so it's got his blessing. He was the director of it.
Right. Yeah, I remember him saying that he did get fucked with a little bit when he was making that.
So this is going to be the closest to his vision. It's going to be uncensored and extended.
2 hours of hammer and nails.
That will be coming out, I think, in September to order. So yeah, I'm sure pre-orders are going to be coming up soon. But I am definitely picking up a copy of that because I think that 1990 movie is awesome. And to see more gore, yes, please. Because that was my biggest complaint about it. How do you make a Tom Savini movie?
How does Tom Savini make his directorial movie?
Well, it's because the studio cut him out. That's why.
What do you do?
Yeah.
And I guess before we get into new movies that we've been watching, me, you, Night Andrew, and our buddy from the Beyond all took a little trip
Adam,
to Hayward, Wisconsin.
That we did.
A really hot day to see the 40th anniversary of Bloodhook in the town where Bloodhook was made, in a packed theater with people from Hayward drinking Muskie River water beers and runts and whoppers and second row costume contest.
That was awesome.
I've seen Bloodhook probably 3 times before I saw it here, and never have I enjoyed it more than I enjoyed it.
This was the way to see this movie.
I mean, I was suffering from heat stroke and
it was like 95 degrees.
Because of the reason why this podcast is late is because I moved and had to work to afford the move. And so sorry this is late. It's coming out on 4th of July, so happy 4th of July. But also, Bloodhook will live forever. They've been doing it for 5 years. They've been playing it at Muskie Fest, and what a fucking cool thing. And I thought it was going to be like Trauma fans and shit, but it was really just people that live in Hayward, kind of.
Yeah, pretty much. I didn't know it was
a lot of horror fans.
No, well,
it was more just a lot of people seeing Bloodhook for the first time.
A lot, and there was a lot of people that have seen it every year that they've been doing the screenings up there. It's nice that the whole town united around this movie. Yeah. Like, they fucking love Bloodhook and the cheesiness that it is. And for fans out there that haven't seen Bloodhook, I mean, it is a cheese fest. It really is. It's a Trauma released B horror film.
They skipped the Trauma introduction, though. It pissed me off.
Yeah, from 1986. And it's got some charm to it, and it's about a killer that kills people with fishing lures,
and
essentially.
Then feeds his bodies to leeches and then catches the big old muskie.
It's a
no weights in my fish.
No. Here, take this bucket of minnows. It's the most fucking up north Wisconsin thing you've ever seen before.
If you haven't seen the movie and you go into the movie looking to watch a really entertaining bad film, you will really like it.
Yeah. It is definitely a party movie. Like, get your friends together, get some beers, and watch it.
Make fun of it while you watch it.
And make fun of it, and that's where he had it. But we did that in a theater in the town that it was filmed, and everyone was on board with it.
I like this.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a classic line from the movie. But yeah, it was the entire town coming together and going like, we love this cheese fest here, and everyone was laughing. There was a costume contest. There was trivia mid-movie. I mean, it was a total blast.
And then we went to the Moccasin Bar, which is a taxidermy bar, and then we spent the rest of our night at Good Nights. Like
KINIGHT.
Yeah, they got a little weird later with the McDonald's and
you
stuff,
get weird.
Right? But
he tried to hand me a fish sandwich. No one's handing me a fish sandwich.
I wish it was a fish sandwich. But yeah, so Bloodhook, that movie gets a B for me. or definitely a 3.5, 4 star out of 5, just because of the experience, upping it up.
Yep.
If you ever get a chance to go to Hayward at Muskie Fest, they do it every year. Go watch Bloodhook. We should make this a big thing, and we'll take over that town.
Hayward will become ours.
But other than that, we saw some other new movies. 28 years later, me, Nate, Paul, Anthony.
Bunch of the horror nights,
Surprise visit by Tren. Justine showed up. We had a whole gang to go see a little bit of Monster Dick.
A little bit. A lot of it of
it
Monster
was little
Dick.
to me in comparison to what I know.
Oh, grow up. Yeah, you're no alpha.
Deal.
Yep, all the zombies are naked, and that's what everyone was talking about. It wasn't about the movie itself. They're just like, oh my God.
I went there to see Kick-Ass. Paul went there to see somebody kick some zombie ass. And then Nate went for the story. I don't know why.
Kick-Ass? Oh, Aaron Taylor Johnson was from the movie Kick-Ass.
He'll always be Kick-Ass. He's not Quicksilver. He's Kick-Ass.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And then, I mean, we're pretty torn. And I'm honestly pretty torn too, because there's parts of the movie where I was really enjoying myself. There were parts of the movie where I was like, what the fuck? Are you fucking kidding me? No fucking way. That doesn't make sense. Or wait, that was stupid. But I was like, wait, well, that's cool. No, but then that's stupid. That doesn't make sense. And I was in confliction through the entirety of the movie. But and correct me if I'm wrong. The thing at the end that I'm not going to talk about.
Yep, don't ruin it.
Was played by the guy who was the bluegrass singer in Sinners.
I believe so. Yes. Yep.
Mind blown. I like the end even better. There's some people that are going to hate this little surprise ending
right here,
and there's some people that are really going to like it. And I think I'm veering towards the I love it. He's veering towards the I hate it.
Mm-hmm.
And in the beginning of the movie, I was like I love it, and then in the middle of the movie, I was like I hate it.
Yeah,
I was super torn on 28 years later, and this is a part 1 of a 3-thing series, and I am actually super interested in where the fuck they're gonna go from here. But I give it a C+, 3.5 stars. But I'm conflicted where I feel like I do need to watch this again to try to figure out the things that made me upset. And then part of everybody talking shit about it when we walked out of it made me like it a little bit more.
Just because we were talking shit
I was worried that 28 years later was just gonna be like the same shit. We're just gonna do big budget, lo-fi, disease zombies. Yeah. And I will admit, I did not see this coming, and I want to give it credit for that.
No, and I think
for taking a different swing.
That's why I think a lot of people are out there championing this movie and saying it's great because it
took us by surprise.
Because it took it by surprise and took it in a whole different direction. The problem with it is the first 2 films are deadly serious.
Yeah.
And then you get into this one,
which has parts that are deadly serious.
It does. The first half of the film for sure is deadly serious. Then it gets this whole this whole philosophical angle with the bone temple and all this stuff. And then I'm like, okay, fine. It wants to say a message, whatever. You know, I was okay with that. But then it gets by the end and it becomes silly. And I'm all I'm going to say about it, but it becomes absolutely silly, especially in the final 2 minutes of the film. It becomes absolutely silly and comical. And I'm like, this is not a fucking 28 Days movie or whatever, 28 zombie movie. Yeah, well, I mean, you know what I mean, though. Like, it does not fit in the franchise, and it made me very upset that they just took it on this like extreme direction.
So this whole, so 28 days and 28 weeks. There's not a big space in between that. There is a big space between 28 years.
Yeah,
and I think they're just making a world, and
which is I was okay with the stuff that came after the great first half.
Yeah.
With the Bone Temple and all that other stuff, I was like, okay, fine, there will be a world out there. Even with a random world that goes Mad Max or whatever direction that they end up deciding to take this franchise in now, we didn't need what we saw at the final 2 minutes of this film.
I think we did.
It was fucking stupid.
I think it's going to be awesome.
It made me thoroughly upset.
He's thoroughly upset.
I am thoroughly upset by it and
He's
disappointed.
enraged.
And I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars on Letterboxd for it.
Wow.
Probably maybe a 3 on the next rewatch. Again, there's some. That first half is awesome, and then there's some real big gaps of logic that, like, I was just...
There is, like, whoa.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. There's some big gaps of logic in that film.
I thought you were going to say dick.
And there's big dick in there, but that would have normally bumped it up,
28
right?
Weeks Later didn't have any dick in it.
Was it dickless?
I think they're making up for the missing dick in part 2. Because 28
like time
days
has
later
passed.
is big.
Everyone's hanging
They're
dong.
big on dick for no reason.
Yeah, everyone's swinging meat 28 years later from now on.
It was there. Oh, and well, I mean, there's
a lot.
Because the diseased or the turned or whatever, their clothes have evaporated off of all their bodies.
They've all rotted off pretty much. Yeah, so every zombie you see in the film is butt naked, man or woman.
Yeah. And I don't even like calling them zombies.
Rage infested people, yeah, whatever.
Infected. I mean, they're zombies, but they're not. They're not really
zombies.
Not
they're infected people. Yeah, infected would be a better way to say it
anymore. But
yeah,
but yeah, 28 days later, 28. Fuck, it's hard.
28
years later.
It's polarizing, man.
But check it out.
Yeah, and if you
don't take our word for it,
listeners,
get your own word for it.
Get in touch with us on what you thought of the movie too, because this is pretty divisive.
And another movie that isn't technically horror at all, but it has some horror elements of social horror. I think we could make a new social horror category. Friendship with Paul Rudd and Tim Robbins.
Yeah.
Finally came out on VOD after our theater not having it. Watched it, was really excited, thought this was going to be a amazing film, and it was a little slower than I thought it would be. A little bit less funny, a little bit more awkward cringe.
Well, yeah.
But also kind of scary in a way where it's like
you don't want to be friends with this guy?
Yeah, well, like his speech. Well, no, his speech where he's like, "You don't want to be friends. You don't want to make a friend because then you got to do this and that and this and so."
Yeah, I liked it, but yeah, I agree. It's very much a Tim Robinson sketch from I Think You Should Leave, but those things are 15 minutes long. This is
2 hours long.
2 hours long,
just about.
And so it really gets drug out, and it feels like that, where you're just like, okay, this could hurry up along. I mean, there's some really funny stuff in there, and Tim Robinson is just, or Tim it's Tim Robinson, right? Yeah. I don't want to say Tim Robbins, but that's wrong. That's Andy Dufresne. But Tim Robinson is fucking hilarious, like he always is, and he's weird, and he's got that like unusual sense of comedy that he shows in I Think You Should Leave, which is on Netflix. And if you haven't checked that out, you definitely should, because it's fucking hilarious. But it doesn't need to be that long. It's just kind of gets exhausting after a while. So
yeah,
I gave it a 3 out of 5, I think.
Yeah, I gave that one a C plus as well. So yeah, I gave it a 3.5. But
yeah,
pretty cool stuff.
Yeah. The only other thing that I've seen was Marshmallow.
Oh,
which is
live.
Not the musician, but the movie that just dropped on VOD. It starts out as summer.
Marshmallow on Bloomer, where you go fishing.
Is this a blood hook thing?
Marshmiller.
It's
like a pond where people catch fish.
Okay. No, Marshmallow is a VOD movie. It starts out as a 80s summer camp slasher. So I was all in. It takes some turns that are kind of interesting, and I don't necessarily hate it, but I don't necessarily love it either. I think if this hits a streaming platform that you're already subscribed to, that's the best time to watch it. Don't pay money like I did for it. But there's some, it goes in a different direction than you normally would think that it would go.
It's a prequel to Ghostbusters, ain't it?
No, definitely not. No, it's far less supernatural than I thought it was going to be. So you kind of get that summer camp feel, but there's a lot more story to it than I actually thought there was going to be. So again,
don't like the name.
It's a streamable one.
Don't like the name.
Marshmallow. Yeah, it doesn't really. It doesn't even make sense to the story either, other than maybe this is a campfire tale. But yeah, it's not. I don't know. It's again, stream it when it's free, but don't pay money for it. There are worse films. So yeah, that's what we've been watching. We only have one email this week, though. So if you want to get into that.
Let's do it.
Did you really put her liver in the mailbox? Because I heard that they found her liver in the mailbox next to her spleen and her pancreas.
Randy, you goon, fucking trying to eat here.
Just getting mad, right?
A very familiar face to the podcast emailed in, which is great, and that is Horror Night Jacoby emailed in. So he actually gave us a little update.
Did you see his little video with him at the car show?
I did, yeah, where he built his Christine, and he was with Christine, the car that he drove there. Yeah, it was pretty cool. He was cosplaying as what's the guy's face?
Arnie.
Arnie, thank you. Yeah, so he emailed in to kind of give us an update. So the last time we heard from Jacoby was on the Books of Horror episode. And for those that haven't listened to that, you definitely should, because there's 2 horror nights that have released books. And Jacoby has done a horror graphic novel, and he was out campaigning for it when we last talked to him. And he emailed in to give us an update on that. So he says, "Hello, my fellow creeps. Horror Night Jacoby here. I wanted to thank you again for having Horror Bishop Patry and I," so Andy Patry was the other person on that Books of Horror, "to share our books with the horror community. News on Pumpkin Guts, which is his horror graphic novel. The campaign was a huge success. We met our goal by the end date, and I'm getting the ball rolling on printing the books. I cannot wait to share this behemoth of a graphic novel," and it is like a full-on novel. It's over 300 pages and beautifully done. "I cannot wait to share this behemoth of a graphic novel that celebrates all things horror and Halloween with all my fellow creeps and horror movie fans out there. I'm hoping to do a book signing in our little neck of the woods around August 15th if the books arrive by then. More details to eventually to come." And yeah, Jacoby, let us know on that, because we'd be happy to, push that out there to help you spread the word. So he said, "Thank you all. I'm still a regular listener to the podcast, and it gets me through my mundane work days and adult responsibilities. And I'm loving the years in horror." Well, then, hopefully you like this one, Jacoby.
He might be a little mad.
"And they constantly open up my eyes to new and intriguing films that are endlessly being added to my ever-growing watch list. I love the wide range that the podcast covers, and I feel that many of us horror fans from now and all the way back to the beginning of horror cinema. After all, would Nosferatu have been made recently if it didn't have such historical appeal? I realize it's been a while since the podcast has covered classic horror. I guess it really has been a while, huh? This gives me an idea for a themed episode or 2 that I wanted to share. B-movie horror creature features from the 1950s. I kind of like this idea, and I'll tell you why in a bit. I often see clips referenced from the era of atomic age monsters, but honestly, I don't know where to begin. What are the best monster movies to give a chance from the decade? I really like that idea, Corey, and this is kind of shop talk on the podcast, but we've talked about going back further in our decades, in the horror, but we don't want to touch the 50s just because that is going to be polarizing for a lot of listeners. A lot of people don't like to go back to some of those older movies, but it would be fun to do an episode of like good horror, 50s horror monsters, like the best.
Kaiju?
Well, I think maybe I'm thinking more like giant ants, or, even the creature from Black Lagoon falls in some of those 50 movies, I think I might be 40s, but there's things like that. Giant spiders, all sorts of different, sci-fi aliens and stuff.
Yeah, we could just do
that'd be easier to do a year than it would be.
Well, they didn't really make slashers in the 50s, so every horror movie is pretty much a creature features.
Pretty much, yeah.
Maybe a couple vampires in there.
But there's some really good films that came out in the 50s too that you could probably make a good top 10 list out without doing years of the 50s.
Even because
it'd be pretty sparse.
The Creature from the Black Lagoon has 4 films at least.
Three, but I think one of the sequels went into the 50s, if not 2. I can't remember what it was, but
I think they're all 50s.
Are they? I know they were later 40s, yeah. But yeah, so I think that's actually a great idea, just so we can kind of go back and get some good ones out there, because there is some fun movies.
But then there is the kaiju. There's a bunch of 50s Godzilla.
Oh yeah, Godzilla was back in the day.
I can't think of anything else.
There's probably a lot when you think about it.
Yeah. We'll do some research.
And then he said another theme could be stop motion. That's not the first time we've heard this on the podcast. Some of the best epics that feature the incredible work of Ray Harryhausen or classic monster movies like King Kong or Q the Winged Serpent. That's a great one. Stop motion is an art that I find fascinating to watch. You can see the hard work on display. It always bothered me when someone I'm watching an old movie with sees a stop motion effect and says, that looks so fake. Like, bro, this is how I put it. I'm not like, bro, you're telling me that the PlayStation CGI graphics have you convinced that a fire-breathing dragon is real? It bothers me that CGI has become the industry standard and we've done away with practical effects.
Basket Case.
Basket Case is another great one too. Yeah, that's got some stop motion in it. Anyway, I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts on the era of horror that inspired era of horror that inspired many of the great artists of today. Stephen King being one of them. Thanks again, creeps. Stay spooky, Jacoby.
Hopefully he's not too mad when he finds out that we had Christine.
That we stole Christine from. He'll get over it. I mean, he's still emailing in. Yeah, those are two like really fun ideas. I love the 50s monster movies. I think that there's some good crazy stuff in there that would make for a fun episode.
Yeah, you should come on by and we'll talk.
Drop on by. Yeah, maybe we'll have him on by. For that. But
and we'll
stop motion would be fun too. I mean, I think we talked about that when we watched Stop Motion, the movie back in the day. But yeah, thank you for emailing in, Jacoby, and once again, we're really happy for your success with the campaign on your horror graphic novel. And for people that don't know about it, that's Pumpkin Guts. It's a horror graphic novel. Hopefully, after he gets all the copies that he sold out to people,
maybe take a day off of work here and there, you know.
Yeah, he's been working himself to the bone. But
we got Crypticon coming up. He's the king of Crypticon and everything. So
yep. But hopefully he does like a second pressing and there'll be other opportunities to get his stuff, but it's awesome. And so, thank you for emailing in, Jacoby. And if anyone does want to email into the podcast, you can, hit us up at savatorcreeps@gmail.com, or get in touch with us on Facebook and Instagram.
savatorcreeps@gmail.com.
That's right. So that takes care of the email that we have this week. We've done what we've been watching. There's only one thing left to do. That's get into the horror of 1983.
You know how people say, you're okay in my book, or in my book, that's no good. Well, I actually have a book. And everybody I ever meet goes in this book. And now I've met you, and you're going in the book. Except, I'm afraid I must file you under chicken shit.
All right, horror of 1983. Before we get into the films tonight, we always like to take a look back at what has been going on in 1983. In the biggest box office hits in 1983 were Return of the Jedi and Flashdance.
What about Scarface?
Scarface was popular, but I think it got blasted when it first came out, actually. So
Scarface came out that year too.
Yep. But those are the biggest box office hits. The final episode of MASH became the highest rated episode for viewership all time. The Disney Channel becomes a thing, if you can believe it. In 1983, Reading Rainbow premieres. Butterfly in the Sky. In terms of music, we got Huey Lewis's Sports album. That was an iconic album that releases. We have Kiss appears without makeup for the first time ever on MTV. They should have kept it on if you've seen them.
They're not that bad.
They're not that good.
They're better with the makeup.
They are better with the makeup. And then the 80s were a rough decade for Kiss, as well as Thriller, the iconic Michael Jackson music video comes out. A Christmas Story, we were just talking about, A Christmas Story, not the Charles Dickens one, but the Bob Clark one.
Not the Christmas Carol.
Releases.
Also, I mean, you didn't mention The Outsiders, Fire and Ice, or
great,
Kroll.
Okay, yeah. So we have some good fantasy ones, and then The Outsiders is a classic book that that got turned into a movie. Francis Ford Coppola. GPS. Ronald Reagan makes GPS available to civilians. Apparently only the Army used it at one time, so we finally got access to those satellites. Yeah, in 1983, no one was using GPS. Microsoft Word, which everyone uses to write things now, got released. Hooters opens.
All right,
Hooters.
Was it sexy from the beginning?
It was probably sexier than it is now. They've been trying to lengthen those shorts for years now. Sally Ride takes a ride up into space to become the first woman to ever go into space. So that was pretty historic. The DARE initiative. Don't do drugs, kids.
It didn't work.
It did not do. But it gave us McGruff the crime dog, which is pretty cool. And then, I love my natural disasters. So we have a hurricane that hits Texas. I believe it was Hurricane Alicia, kills like 22 people. And then a fireworks factory disaster in Benton, Tennessee, kills 13 and injures more when it blows up. So that must have been something.
In real horror news, Morticia, Carolyn Jones, dies.
Oh, yeah. Some notable deaths from there. Some Morticia.
Slim Pickens, too, from Dr. Strangelove, but...
Yeah, I don't know if he did any horror movies. He might have.
I mean, he did How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb.
Oh, yeah, that's Dr. Strangelove, yep. So,
he was in King Kong.
The 70s remake, then?
Must have been.
He wasn't in the 1932 one. Yeah.
Maybe he was a baby.
That was all the notable deaths, huh?
Horror, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so that's where we were at in 1983. But before we get into the films tonight, if this is the first time listening to it, what Corey and I do for these year-long episodes is we submit our... top 10 and honorable mentions. Corey puts it in a super duper fancy algorithm and gives us a point system based on it, and that's how we develop the Savage Top 10.
And we're going to give you a bonus...
few honorable mentions.
We're going to give you a bonus honorable mention because I did the math wrong and then Nate had to correct me.
Oh, really? So there's 4 honorable mentions tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. All right. Well, then
we'll start with the first one.
Number 14.
The Keep.
Oh, The Keep was the 14th one, huh? Oh, okay.
The Keep. So it should have been, it was supposed to be a, 6-hour-long movie?
Yeah, it was well over 3 hours.
And then
I think it was 4
studio
hours.
said, bro.
Yeah. Michael Mann
We'll give
directed,
you 2 hours and 5 minutes.
If that.
And he cut over an hour at least.
Yeah, I think it was
Probably
closer
more.
to 2. I think it was pushing 4 hours.
And then the guy who did the special effects died partway through the film.
Yeah.
And then they had a hard time.
Very
They had
troubled.
a lot of hard times. There's a lot of cool smoke coming out of mouths. There was an evil monster. There was supposed to be a good version of the monster too that they completely cut out of the film.
Yeah, it was Nazis and a Jewish monster killing these Nazis, and great concept. You got a war setting. You got some great actors in it. Gabriel Byrne, Scott Glenn. I mean, these were
Should
big
have been
actors
great,
back in the
but,
day.
It's universally hated though.
It is, especially by Michael Mann, the director, because they really butchered his film, and now it kind of doesn't make sense. There's still
They
some
should
really
remake it as like a TV series.
That would
It could
be cool.
6 hours long.
That would be cool. The book I've read it, and it was great. It's called The Keep. Like the movie.
Yeah. Surprisingly.
Surprisingly, like The Keep. But it's actually very good. And it would be great if someone would redo it. But yeah, Michael Mann doesn't even like to talk about this movie.
Yeah.
And he said that there were some really cool special effects, as well as a lot of stuff that would help the story that they just butchered and hacked and slashed out of his film.
And then the reshoots were hard to do because they didn't have the guy that had that signature look.
Yeah, he's disowned it. And Vinegar Syndrome recently put it out on 4K, so that's probably the best you're ever going to see this film. And there's some good stuff to it.
Forever it was unavailable.
Yeah. Well, because of Michael Mann. He was just like, fuck that movie. I'm not helping you. I'm not lifting a finger for you to get it.
So that's our first of 4 honorable mentions. Our next one is The Boxer's Omen. This movie, I had to go through half the month without internet because of my moving, and I was lucky enough to catch a rental DVD from the Shaw Brothers, a 4-pack of the Shaw Brothers.
Great.
And Boxer Zolman was in that, and I watched it on a weird Blu-ray player that didn't have me the options of turning the subtitles on. So I literally watched this movie without subtitles.
What? So do you even know what was going on then?
I mean, did you watch it with subtitles?
Yeah.
Did you know what was going on?
No. Yeah, okay, good point. Very good.
So,
yep.
I watched this film and its wackiness. It kind of reminded me a little bit of Mystics in Bali with a lot more lore.
Yeah.
The alligators, there's the bad guy from Kickboxer, is the opponent from the boxer, and it's about I mean, from what I understand, because I didn't get to read it, I literally watched this in a different language and found myself very entertained by this film. It's about a boxer that has to get rid of a curse on him, and he goes into a mythical world full of monsters and voodoo and killer alligators,
Buddhist
and
witchcraft, and yeah.
I just thought it was so much fun to watch, and the fact that it kept my attention without knowing what's going on, that I kind of learned what was going on. I loved the fighting, I loved the effects, I love the corniness. It is silly as fuck.
It is very
beautiful
silly
as hell, and it is renowned as one of the 500 greatest horror films of all time.
What? Really?
Worldwide, according to Letterboxd. And when you're trying to complete that list, there's a lot of people out there that really love this film. I would like to rewatch it and fully understand it, but I think this is a beautiful, lo-fi, weird, what the fuck, not American. Do you know where it's from?
I think it's Thailand.
Thailand, yeah.
Yeah.
And they come out with some pretty wild shit. I love Thai food, and apparently I love Thai horror. And you should check out the Boxer Zolman.
Yeah, it was, it was actually filmed in Thailand, but it was one of those Hong Kong mashups of martial arts, action, and horror. And there was a lot of them coming out in the 80s, especially with Chow Yun-fat. That guy.
Oh, Chow Yun's his fat.
So he was doing a lot of these like genre mashups back then before he transitioned into American cinema. And I don't know. It's a wild movie. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense with or without subtitles, but it is an experience for sure.
Check it out if you want to see something weird.
Yes.
Our number 12, our third honorable mention, Twilight Zone the movie.
Yeah.
What's his name from American Werewolf in Paris? Landon.
John Landis.
John Landis, that son of a bitch.
Yep. He directed this.
And
he directed the wraparound stories.
Spielberg, Landis, Gremlins, and
Joe Dante. Yep.
And then the best one,
George Miller.
George Miller,
who did
from
the Mad Max
fame. 4 stories, 3 that were remakes from the TV show.
Yep.
1 original that is shrouded in shame. Because you heard about this, right? How they hired...
That's John Landis' segment,
John
right?
Landis hired kids to work so he didn't have to follow child labor laws.
Yep.
And that veteran actor who they got to play, and they had the helicopter accident.
Vic Morrow.
Chopped off the heads of 2 kids and an actor.
They were filming some flashback in like a Vietnam flashback or something, and the helicopter actually crashed.
Straight out of Planet Terror.
Killed Vic Morrow and the kids that were there.
Children that weren't allowed to be working in the first place.
No, and that damn near killed John Landis' career because he
had a couple of years before people really realized how bad that was of him. And I remember
because he was in trial for a very long time on
and he got away with it.
He did.
But then they were at the Planet Terror screening where all those heads get chopped off, and apparently the entire theater stopped and stared at him and shamed on him.
Ooh. Yeah, awkward.
And he didn't even know he was going into a movie with helicopter blade decapitations.
Fuck, I knew I shouldn't have watched this movie. I should have went and saw it 28 weeks later. And then he goes and sees that scene. He's like, fuck. Damn it.
So there's like a curse on this film where people were very.
It was very.
And then Steven Spielberg's segment about the old people getting young.
It's nice. It's a nice story. It doesn't feel like it should. It feels like it should be a Twilight Zone episode, but it shouldn't be a episode for the Twilight Zone movie. You know what I mean?
But then Joe Dante's segment is killer with the cartoons and the little powerful kid that controls the parents. I love that, and I must say, John Lithgow with the little gremlin on the plane,
Nightmare at 20,000 Feet,
fucking awesome. And I haven't seen the TV show original.
Great episode. This one somehow makes it even more better. William more better. Yes. Yeah. William Shatner was the John Lithgow role.
Yep.
In the
and
original.
that one was good too, I heard.
It was fantastic. It's one of the best Twilight Zone episodes as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, John Lithgow acts the shit out of this.
Oh yeah, he does great.
Because
I remember because I was a little bored with the first two.
Yeah.
Not that Landis's one was bad, but it was, with its shame involved, and then it being
interesting idea.
The first two things are like, this isn't even horror.
No, it's really not.
But then the last two are cherry. I think that they're cherry. I think they're great. I love them. I love the whole gremlin thing. But yeah, people hated this film.
Yeah, with the controversy didn't help things. And then, like I said, I don't think if you're going to make a Twilight Zone film, people are going to want to see the horror in 1983,
well, and
right?
Then why not use new ones? The whole remake aspect of the episodes,
I agree. I
didn't think that was a good idea either.
But to defend that point, though, is that the best one was one that they remade from the TV series, too. So I don't know.
And then, George Miller, too. Surprisingly, it didn't feel like a Mad Max segment, but
no, but he brought the energy of that he put in those films to it.
Great.
So yeah.
All right, last honorable mention. Adam from the Beyond's favorite film of all time. Maybe. Second favorite film of all time.
The one that turns him on the most.
And he championed this. I saw it and I found it. And I also rented this one from him. Had a really bad day at work. Came home exhausted. Feeling pretty crummy. I said, you know what? I'm going to put that one that my buddy recommended in there.
Okay.
Oh, disgusted.
You didn't say the title yet.
Angst from 1983, which is a foreign film.
This is not a feel-good movie.
But it does have some revolutionary cinematography. Okay. It is maybe one of the most realist depictions of murder in a film that I have ever seen. It covers the story of this man who was abused as a child and moves on to murder somebody, goes to jail, tricks the people into thinking that he's reformed, gets released, and you get this whole narration through the inside of his head. It's almost as if you're sitting on top of his head, hearing his thoughts, watching him getting released from prison with nothing, no one, no clothes, no plan, just a thirst to murder. Reminds me a lot of Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer, but realer. And if you thought Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer was a real type of serial killer movie, holy fuck, check out Angst. This man just meanders around a city, fantasizing about killing every woman he meets until he breaks into a home, waits for them people to come home. There's a handicapped son. There's a young daughter and a weird old lady and a dog that get the realest, most messy murder ever. Makes you feel sick to your stomach, although keeps your eyes glued to the screen like you wouldn't believe. And that's part of the cinematography, and it's part of the narration.
Part of the realism. He's not good at what he's doing. I mean, it's
there are
it's
some
brutal.
moments that you'll look away. There's moments that'll have you thinking after you're done. There's a corpse in an alleyway that looks so real. It almost had me take a second take when he does that stabbing and his pants are down and then he's covered in blood and he decides he wants to keep his murder bodies, jams them in a trunk. He's still got blood around his ears.
Yeah.
It's just the biggest flub job, messy fucking murder I've ever seen. The end is so weird and dark. It's almost comical though, because he's like, look what I did, and it's just a man that is very separate. And the guy looks exactly like that guy that got his dick cut off in Game of Thrones.
Which one?
The redheaded guy.
Okay. I don't remember.
While I was watching it, I almost felt as if...
well, it's an Austrian film, so you do have subtitles and whatnot with it, so just FYI. But it feels like you're watching this guy going on a killing spree, and he's not very good at it, and it feels very realistic. For people that liked Henry's Portrait of a Serial Killer and The House That Jack Built,
oh yeah,
this would be another good one of like, hey, what's it like to be a serial killer?
Why didn't you like this movie?
I liked it for what it is, but it does not make you feel good. It's very realistic. It's very unnerving. In terms of all the horror that came out in 1983, it's just because it didn't make my list doesn't mean I didn't like it. Just because there's a lot there, but it's not a feel-good movie. You were having a bad day. You watched this movie.
I was like, what the fuck?
It's not going to put you, and it goes out of its way to be hyper-realistic. There is a brutal stabbing scene in it. Mm-hmm. They used pig's blood, not fake blood for that, just to get more realism in the scene.
Oh, God.
And it's gross. And what he does to the scene in that scene is even grosser and very real. And it's just, it's an uncomfortable film. And thankfully, there's not too many out there.
Go rent it at the Beyond if you're in Eau Claire. Go rent it.
But it is a very well done movie if you want to watch a guy that's a psychopath that only wants to kill people. He's just been fantasizing about it for years.
Yeah.
And he finally goes and tries it, and to lesser degrees of success, but. Yeah, it's a very realistic killer movie. And yeah, I can't say it's fun, but it is.
It's interesting, man.
It's an interesting film.
I mean, you tell me that you weren't totally engrossed in it while you were watching it. You're lying, because it pulls you in and it sucks you in and it makes you feel.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes you feel things. Yeah, you're not going to walk away smiling on this. And then you feel dirty, too, when you're actually laughing at some of the dark humor that's going on. Like, there's some funny parts to it, but you don't want to laugh because it just feels dirty, But, yeah, it's a brutal movie, man.
Something else. Well, that's our honorable mentions. Top 10. You guys ready for it?
I am.
All right. This is going to be my pick. Also a film that you did not like very much. Lucio Fulci's Conquest.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to take this? I don't want to shit on our top 10.
We're talking wolf, monster people, half wolf, half peoples, ripping women in half, eating their brains, two barbarian hunks finding friendship in a world where friendship does not exist, with a magic glowing bow, fighting some of the coolest looking monsters, some of the best gore Lucio Fulci has ever done. And I'm a fantasy guy. I love barbarian films.
That's the difference between us.
Conan, yeah. I love all the corniness of it. I love the outfits. I love the costumes. I love the muscles. I love the chicks. I love everything about this.
This is high fantasy with extreme gore.
I like Fulci, but I'm not the biggest Fulci fan. I like his gore. I like his ideas. I think some of his execution stinks.
That's what kills me about this movie, is it's just kind of like, it's very dreamlike. And It's very high fantasy, but yeah.
It's a bro movie, man. It's
definitely a bro movie.
With your bro.
It's definitely a bro movie, yeah.
When I watched it, it was just like me and you in a different world.
What, I'm giving you the magic
fighting
bowl?
Wolf monsters. No, I'm the tough guy and you're the lesser guy. Yeah. Okay. You give me the bow back. Yeah, you're right. So I had so much fun with this film. The first time I saw this film, my mouth dropped to the ground because I love Conan so much.
Yeah.
And this is the ultimate horror barbarian film of all time. And the gore is relentless. even though it still holds that fantasy feel, that lightheartedness of death.
It does,
matter.
yeah. It is kind of interesting when a head gets lopped off.
I wouldn't mind a better version of it because I have it on Blu-ray, Code Red Blu-ray, and it's still kind of.
Oh, really? They need like a 4K remaster of it or something like that? I don't know what the
hell to do about this. But if you like fantasy and if you like Fulci, this is your film. I mean, this is one of my favorite Fulci films.
Really? Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's some like classic Fulci stuff in there. You do get the gore. You get zombies. There's zombies at one point. The werewolf men are pretty cool. I
loved them. Yeah,
they're pretty cool.
They were awesome.
Yeah, there's things to like for sure. I'm just not a big fantasy guy. I've realized that over the years. Like I love Conan and stuff like that, but like it's few and far between. When we start getting down to like Excalibur or
Excalibur's pretty highbrow.
Yeah,
but we get down to Deathstalker.
Yes.
Beastmaster.
I'm like Beastmaster, Deathstalker. I'm like, yeah, it's fine, but like it's just not my favorite
kind
stuff.
Kind of just rapist macho men rapists.
There is, yeah, there is some of that in there. So, but no, I appreciate it. I think it's very different from what Fulci was doing for sure in his filmography.
And you know, and I'm kind of surprised because I know you didn't rank it, and but yeah, I'm glad that it made the top 10, and I think it is a movie that not a lot of people know about.
No, and for Fulci fans, you got to watch it.
For Fulci, I think it's great, man. I had so much fun with this film. I do wish there was a better quality version in there.
Yeah,
but the Wolfmen and the
gore. The gore is awesome. It is kind of hard to see sometimes on purpose, though, because he does make it like that ethereal feel to it, where he's got everything foggy and you know, kind of misty and stuff. I
kind of like that. It helps.
Yeah, no, it's very artistically done. So, and if you're kind of bored with the normal Fulci, a zombie comes out of a wall and rips your throat out or something like that, you know, then maybe check out Conquest. Yeah, because it's very different.
It's awesome. All right, number 9, Stephen King and David Cronenberg's The Dead Zone.
The Dead Zone.
So Stephen King had a lot to do with 1983. So did David Cronenberg.
Yeah.
To have these two work together is something that I would have thought never would have happened. And it might be one of Stephen King's darker adaptations, but also one of David Cronenberg's tamer films.
Totally. This has got to be one of his tamest, right? So they kind of took their two places and they met in the middle. And we got Christopher Walken being very Christopher Walken, but not walking. No.
Christopher not walking for the first half of the movie.
That's right.
But he starts walking.
Yep, once he gets out of his coma.
He becomes a fucking superhero.
Yeah, I mean, he's
working for the police.
He basically is a man that comes out of a coma that can start seeing.
In love with
visions.
the chick from Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Oh,
Brooke
God,
Adams,
she fucking annoyed me in this movie.
Yeah, you also have Tom Skerritt, Herbert Lom from the Pink Panther series, man. Martin Sheen, that's the president, right? Yeah. Or would-be president. Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of star power in this.
And I like this movie, but it's kind of... It borderlines thriller for me.
It does feel more like a thriller. I'll give you that. Yeah. A good one.
Yeah.
But yeah, the horrors.
And Christopher Walken gets credited as being one of the greatest actors to ever live, and I think he kind of is the same guy in a lot of movies. But
now the scissor scene makes me cringe. That's kind of horrorish. Oh, you have it on VHS. Nice.
Yeah, beautiful.
Nice. That is very crisp and clean. Yeah, there is some like horror things in it that people will enjoy. I mean, it's a Stephen King movie, but I agree with you. I would put this as a thriller instead.
And that's why I had it a little bit lower, but it still made the top 10, and it's David Cronenberg, which is one of our founding fathers of great directors that made horror what it is today. So much respect for him. Christopher Walken, it's cool to see him in one of his darker films, being kind of the same guy he always is. And I like his character. I like his arc. I like how he had, he was a good guy, and then tragedy turned him into a bad guy. He lost his girl to somebody else, and then she kind of still teases him. And then he gets angry, and he becomes a good guy again.
Yeah.
And then kind of ends kind of as a bad guy. But there's
just a darker turn. Yeah, darker turn.
But yeah, I thought this film was great. And shout out to Cronenberg. Shout out to Stephen King.
Definitely a great King adaptation for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Too. Yeah.
I bought the book as well. I should have brought the book, but I didn't read it or anything. I don't have time for that. But
it just looks good on a shelf, though.
Good on a shelf.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's a good adaptation of the story, too. So, yeah. And for King fans, you got to watch it.
Yeah. All right. Number 8. We just talked about it. Anthony Perkins, Meg Tilly, Psycho 2.
Yes.
The sequel, the long-awaited sequel to the original Alfred Hitchcock Psycho. I disregarded this because I did not want to talk about it again so soon. But Nate fucking
I think this
loves
I put this as my number 2.
Fucking movie.
When it was that high on my list, I just couldn't throw it out.
Yeah.
Right? Because I do think that this is one of the best horror sequels out there.
This wouldn't have made it that high on my list if I did count it. I don't know. It probably would have been one of the last spots.
Well, I just think when you're coming off the sheer genius of the original Psycho to make this movie and still be compelling and there's mystery and
it's not a bad movie.
No, it's very good. It does borderline a little bit thriller-ish too. You know, because there's some twists and turns and stuff. But it is one of the best Psycho movies.
And when I was talking about the only franchise film in this list, I think Psycho 2, yeah.
Yeah, because there's some that stardom that we'll talk about. But yeah, at this point, this is
the closest we're getting to Leatherface, Freddy Krueger, or
that's very true.
Jason Voorhees.
What a great follow-up to the original Psycho. One of the best sequels of all time. If you want to hear more, we won't get that far into it. We just did a whole Psycho ranking that you can go back and listen to, where we take a deep dive into Psycho 2. But it's definitely a worthy sequel. If you're like, fuck that, I don't want to watch a sequel to a classic movie, this is still pretty damn good, though.
Yeah.
It's smart. It's smartly written. So definitely something to check out. But unless there's anything more you wanted to say, I'm good with moving on
Psycho 2, man. Number 8. Number 7. Number 7, The Hunger.
Yes.
David Bowie's back. This and Labyrinth, Bowie nails it. You get some Bowie tunes. It opens up with fucking great song by Bauhaus, which is also highlighted in one of my favorite horror movies of all time, Night of the Demons. And this is a gothic girl's dream.
Yeah.
Fuck Twilight. Fuck sexy vampires. This is the kind of sexy vampire movie that they should have made. It's artsy. It's sleek. It looks beautiful. I rented it on Apple, and what a beautifully shot, cinematographed, dark, gothic vampire film. Did I have a hard time focusing on exactly what was going on between the nightclubs and the sex orgies?
Super 80s.
And the outfits kept me going. Susan Sarandon never looked hotter.
Right? Yes.
Blew me away. I've never looked at her as a sex icon.
No, me neither.
But
now.
She's hot in this. Put a little blood on her lips. Take most of her clothes off.
And this is
put a see-through sheet over her.
Which is that's the majority of her in the film. This is directed by Tony Scott, very famous brother of Ridley Scott. You know, Alien, Gladiator, all those movies.
Yeah, Tony Scott did X-Men, right?
Did he?
I thought he did.
Oh, I don't know. But Tony Scott, he did Top Gun.
Yeah.
You know, he was a big director in the 80s. He's made, he did True Romance. He loved True Romance. Yeah.
I do love that.
But yeah, he very, very talented director. Unfortunately, I think he killed himself in 2012 or something like that.
It's possible.
Yeah. Anyway, I digress. But very talented director, and this is a very unusual vampire story.
Yeah.
I mean,
I understand why a lot of people overlook it.
Because they're not true vampires with the fangs and all that
and
stuff.
I'm never in the mood for it, but
it's very artistic.
I found myself getting into it, and I thought it was beautiful.
It's very akin to The Addiction. We talked about that on this podcast.
I think this beats The Addiction, though.
I think so too. Yeah. Honestly, and that's Abel Ferrara.
Could have been more Bowie, but Susan Sarandon and the other chick is beautiful too.
Yeah, I was actually surprised with the direction that the story took because I did not see it coming. This was a first time watch for me.
Okay.
Have you seen it before?
I watched it and not paid attention, but
this
was the first time
I could
truly
see it.
paid attention. Yeah.
Yeah, and I could see why people would overlook that because they're expecting, I don't know, Lost Boys or something like that. And you don't get that. You get an art house vampire film that is they're a little iffy on the vampires. They are vampires, but and there is supernatural and some cool shit. But it's a really unique movie and some sexy movie and a very 80s movie.
80s and sexy.
The 80s and sexy, man.
I'm in.
What more could you want,
I'm
right?
in. Well, a good soundtrack?
It has a good soundtrack.
Whoa!
There we go,
it's got
right?
The whole package.
Yeah, so it is often overlooked, like you said. I've passed this movie up so many times.
Yeah, me too.
Just because I've heard it's that borderline vampire film, you know.
Yeah,
and I'm really glad that I watched
near
it
dark, but it'd be in the conversation for great vampire films. Dracula. Have you seen this movie?
It'd be interesting.
I want you to channel more of the hunger next time I see you, and I want.
You want less.
A lot of dancing.
There is a lot of dancing in there, yeah.
I think this is right up your alley, Dracula. This is a call out to you.
Yeah, I wonder if Anthony's seen this movie
Watch
before.
This movie.
Horror Night Anthony, resident Dracula, a resident vampire.
Expert, yeah.
But yeah, it's totally overlooked, and for vampire fans, you definitely need to see The Hunger.
Number 7, The Hunger. All right, number 6. This is where it gets really good for me. I'm happy with all these top 6. I have no quarrels, no complaints. I think all these movies were great.
Yep.
Only one of them a first-time watch, but let's start with number 6.
That's this one, right?
Mausoleum.
This is a gem, isn't it?
Oh, God. Top 10 Video used to be down the street at my house when I lived on the north side of Eau Claire, Wisconsin. And for some reason in the horror section, right in the middle of the horror section, they put this cover. And I must have picked it up and put it down 1,000 times. Yeah.
Yeah, that cover.
And I was like,
great poster art, dude.
But little did I know, if I would have just known that this movie is about a she-demon named Susan who has sex with everything she sees and does not care if her demon form is peeking through her sexy silk slip dress. This is a story about a little girl whose parents die, right?
Yep.
And she doesn't want to leave the graveyard or the mausoleum because she doesn't want to leave her mother alone. And she wanders into a mausoleum, and a spell comes over her, right, to give her special powers, connections.
She gets possessed, essentially, yeah.
The evil demons, and she becomes demon sexy Susan, grows up, marries a nice guy, and
starts banging and ripping chests out.
Yeah, that fucking that landscaper.
Interesting twist with him. I did not. I thought he was definitely going to be killed very easily, but okay, sure, yeah.
I mean, it's not Leanna Quigley in Night of the Demons, but it is.
No, but if you're
enough,
if you're scratching, that's a good thing. If you're scratching the itch for Night of the Demons because you want to watch more stuff like that, this is a great one.
Sexy demon girl that when she changes, you want to pull out, but you still don't.
Oh, I'd be pulling out. There's sometimes that,
demon titties.
A lot of them, yeah. Demon titties with mouths. I mean, there's some great 80s effects in there too.
Yeah, this movie's great. I want to watch this movie again immediately. It's a lot of fun, and I don't know what else to say without ruining it. But you ever had a wife? You thought you knew her, maybe you found out you didn't, and you started to have second chances, and
while she's sleeping around,
you're trying to get out of the situation,
but
you waited a little too long.
Don't go into mausoleums. That's all. It's just don't go into mausoleums. That's the takeaway from this film.
Sexy Susan Demon, awesome movie, lot of fun. Not great production. I get why it's overlooked, but this,
it's a B movie,
a great she-demon film from the 80s that will not disappoint you.
If you like Night of the Demons, spookies, things like that, you're gonna love that.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
All right, number 5, curtains.
I forgot that there is that much story in this movie.
There's a lot of story.
There's a lot of story.
A lot of characters.
It's really interesting.
A lot of guys. And I mean, I don't...
It's a good slasher. Like
that, and that ice skating scene, though, is legendary and does not get any of the credit or any of the credit that it should get.
No.
Because that is bone-chilling. The old hag mask and the sickle is such a beautiful combination mixed with the sound of the skates and the coldness of the thing and these actresses getting picked off one by one. What's better? What if you can't have teenagers getting killed on a camp? What's the one thing that'll come close to being as cool? A whole bunch of actresses
all trying for the same role,
part, getting picked off one by one with all distinctive different personalities. And the lady and sane asylums, whodunit mysteries. It feels older than it is.
It does, but it's got some good actors in it. John Vernon has been in so many films. He was great as Jonathan Stryker. He was such a slime bag
when he fucks that girl.
He's the director
and then
of
his
the
girl
film.
comes in there and he's like...
Samantha Eggar, who was from The Brood.
And then the Black Christmas girl.
Yep, she's in it too. I can't remember her name, but...
she was a stand-up comedian. Mm-hmm. She wouldn't fuck for the part.
Michael Wincott.
Yeah.
Do you remember that guy?
What was he from?
He's from Nope. He's from tons of like bad guy roles in the 90s. And The Crow, yes. Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
So tons of bad guy roles. I mean, he's in it. But you get a good slasher with a lot of whodunit and a lot of story in a good way, though.
Yeah.
Like, it actually is really interesting and doesn't move like your typical
The doll.
slasher.
What was the story with the doll?
I don't get that at all.
Okay, you didn't catch that.
No,
I didn't catch that either. I was going to look that up.
No. Why they put so much emphasis on that doll?
Dolls were getting scary at that point.
The dolls are scary.
I think dolls
Had
are
Puppet
scary.
Master came out at this point?
I don't know. I don't think
throw the doll in that bubby.
But yeah, throw a doll in there, make it more scary, and make the cover look cooler. But the old hag mask is something that I really want.
It's a great killer,
and it really made you not be able to understand who the killer was, because you're so captivated by the mask and the horror of the hag mask. And find me a hag mask and put some respect on Curtin's name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very overlooked, I think. No one talks about curtains, really.
Yeah, it's great.
And it's a good slasher.
Legendary status. Mm-hmm. All right. Number 4, top 4, big movies coming up.
Back to Stephen King.
We talked about it a long time ago. Mm-hmm. It was our former champion somehow of When Animals Attack.
Yeah, I can't do this. Not on its 50th anniversary. I'm not talking about Jaws and how that got cheated.
Cujo.
Yes.
Cujo. Dee Wallace gives an award-winning. She didn't win an award, but she should have fucking won an award.
Yep.
But I think she was clouded by the awful performance of that son that was in the car. I fucking hate that kid. Yeah. I wish that Cujo would have ate him up.
Oh. Wasn't for Cujo's lack of trying. Right?
Yeah.
Never has a beautiful dog been more aggressive.
Beethoven.
More intense,
Whoa,
man.
This is a weird origin story of Beethoven.
Yeah, Beethoven's dad. Yeah.
But I don't know. We've talked about it a lot. I feel like everybody has seen this movie. Somehow they made a full-length movie about a mom trapped in a car with her son getting attacked by a dog because she was stupid enough to drive a car that she knew damn well was going to break down. But she's a cheater, and so
that's what you get for cheating. Rabid dogs.
Bad karma. Bad karma. The dog looked great. I love the opening scene where he gets bit by the bat and how you get to see this animal you feel so sorry for, but you also are like, yeah,
fuck that dog,
fucking
yeah.
head, yeah.
Yeah.
But you feel bad for it. The story's great. It's a good adaptation.
It's super intense. I mean, the way that dog looks just all foamy and slimy and covered in blood.
Well, and they put candy and honey all over the car and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's weird when you know the background stuff and you're seeing like, you know that this is a happy dog just getting treats.
Yeah.
But
it doesn't it doesn't feel like that while you're watching.
And then there's
the
that
film.
one part where there's the guy in the dog costume that you notice.
Oh yeah.
Other than that, they did a really good job with the dog acting, and Dee Wallace did a really great job. The kid did not. And then there's that Tom Atkins lookalike guy.
Yeah, what's his name?
He's from The Howling, isn't he? The guy that she was cheating with?
Yes. Yep. Yeah, he is.
Did you feel bad for Dee, or did you kind of want her to get her just deserved?
I mean, I don't know. I didn't really care about. I was kind of rooting for the dog at times.
Yeah.
You know?
And I think that's part of the story where you know, this woman is being a hell of a mom, but she's such a shitty wife. You're kind of like, well, that's what you get.
Yeah, it's Christopher Stone, right? That's the guy from The Howling, and but yeah, he. I'd
like to see him and Tom Atkins fight.
But then Tom Atkins is gonna win, man. In fact, Christopher Stone's dead, unfortunately. But yeah, Cujo got him. But yeah, it's a super intense dog movie. There's not much to say about it because it's basically, for the majority of the film, it's two people trapped in a car as a dog's trying to get in and kill
moaning,
them.
whining, and freaking out.
But it's fucking intense, and
it can give you a headache if you're in the wrong mind state. But it is a good film. Dude.
It is, and it's by Louis Teague too, who did
out of all the dog horrors. There's even a couple other this year. This is one of the greatest dog horror.
For sure.
Can you think of a better one?
Animals Attack. No, it's a great one. But then with a sure hand by Louis Teague, the director who did Alligator and Cat's Eye and all sorts of movies like that. So,
there you go.
Yeah, good stuff.
Fucking Cujo.
Stephen King again.
Dee Wallace. Yeah.
Thank God we don't have to talk about any more Stephen King movies.
But we do.
Oh, we do.
Number 3. Sorry, Jacoby. Christine. Stephen King, John Carpenter. John Carpenter gets all the credit for this film. Stephen King does not get as much credit for this as John Carpenter does, which is fine. I'm okay with. I like John Carpenter.
Yeah.
I like Stephen King too, but I don't know. What a fucking cool story. What a different story. We talked about this in very detail, and when cars attack, funny that we just did when animals attack, and then we did when cars attack. Jacoby came on here and talked about us, and this was right when he was buying his Christine car, and now he has a Christine car, and we're in it right now.
And we're in it doing this podcast, and he's never going to see it again.
Yeah. But Arnie, such a great character, so much depth to this story.
There is.
I think it was a great adaptation. I think that the car, the reverse destroy car, how they destroyed
so cool, right?
All those cars. I mean, you've heard Jacoby talk about it every time he comes in here on how many are left in the world, how many they destroyed, how many that they still have, who has them.
Yep.
Great soundtrack.
Amazing
little
soundtrack,
retro.
yeah.
Everybody feels real. There's that John Travolta lookalike guy. There's the guy that poops on the car. The lights, the car. I mean, getting to walk around Con with Jacoby dressed as a car, being his bodyguard. What great memories I have when I think of Christine. I have this wonderful VHS.
Well, and there's so much like personality with the car too, and that's what really makes it shine.
That's the main character.
Yeah.
I mean, I know in the book he truly was, and I know that John Carpenter kind of was like, I want people to be the main character or whatever. Yeah. But I still think that the car is the biggest character, man.
It is.
That's the one that I root for. It's a lot like Cujo.
You're rooting for the car and the dog. Yeah. No, I mean, it's fantastic.
You're rooting for the killer.
And this is one of those where I'm like, yeah.
And when the jealous scene, when the girl gets all jealous, she's like, you care more about this car than me. And then the car fucking chokes her.
Well,
I want a car like that. It'll choke out my fucking girlfriend for me.
That's what happened to your last
I'm
girlfriend,
into material
I think.
things.
But no, this is one of those that, you look at it and you're like, yeah, this is just a killer car movie. And then you keep watching it.
It's not just a killer
It's not.
movie.
There's so much.
coming of age story.
It is. And it gets better each time I've watched it. I've watched it a lot since we started this podcast over the last 3-4 years now. And
I watch this movie probably once a year.
Yeah, that's where I'm at too.
Every
and
time
each time
really
I watch
missing,
it,
you play the sad music.
It gets better. The what?
Sad music.
Oh, you want sad music? Yeah, sure. Here you go, buddy.
Every once in a while, I'm sitting around and I'm thinking about Jacoby's working every day. He's making things. He's doing things, and I miss him. I put on Christine.
You just put on Christine
and I
when
think
you miss
about
him?
my buddy.
And now he doesn't talk to you anymore. That is sad.
He's busy.
Because he's always busy. Hey, he emailed in on the podcast. He hasn't forgotten you totally.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. But no, this is John Carpenter and Stephen King. Do we need to tell you any more?
No. Is that the only time that they did the work together?
You know what? I'm going to look up John Carpenter's filmography quick, just in case we're missing anything.
Yeah.
But
I think it is the one.
It could very well be. Anyway, let's keep it going. I'm looking this up.
So that was number 3, Christine. Hopefully Jacoby's not too mad because I know that's his all-time jam. But our number 2, David Cronenberg's back.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Videodrome, maybe the movie that put him into the mainstream conversation when his movies started getting big budgets, big stuff. It is fucking weird. What is this tagline that they have in that? Give into the flesh?
Long live the new flesh.
Long live the new flesh.
Yeah.
Why do they say that about that?
That's just what I don't know. I don't really know. That's just what they say.
Trying to figure out how that
Videodrome,
has to do with the special videotape. But this movie kind of reminds me of, Naked Lunch, obviously, the other Cronenberg film. I love the effects. I love the body horror of it. I love the VHS nostalgia. I love it how they're watching these smut films and he's talking about the quality and they're talking about how it makes it better. It just resonates in me.
Mm-hmm.
And how my newfound love for lo-fi cinema, watching things on VHS, watching older things, the way that they were put out, not having to be whatever. That's the only one he did.
Yes, yeah. Are you talking about the movie? Yeah. The only thing that John Carpenter did was contribute some music to King's remake in Firestarter in 2022.
Right. Well, Tangerine Dream did that.
The original. In 2022, they made that remake, and apparently he gave some whatever. He made some music for it, but that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Videodrome. Now we're talking about it.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
James Woods before he was really big and famous. Kind of his
such a sleazy guy in this film.
Aside from
like
John
him.
Carpenter's Vampires, this is one of the only other horror film he has, and I know that you were arguing that this isn't quite horror.
Yeah, yes and no. I mean, it's definitely.
I mean, there's
hard
murder,
sci-fi.
there's body sci-fi,
But there's enough body horror.
torture. The girl in this movie, who you think is a nice girl, that turns out to be really into pain and torture and like rough sex shit. Did you realize that that's Blondie?
Yes, I did. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Yeah, that's. Would you put needles through Blondie if she asked you to?
I would do whatever she told me to in this film.
Okay, sure.
And I think it's so funny that she does acting and that she does music and that she kept the two careers kind of separate.
Very separate, yeah.
And I thought she did great. And I remember I didn't like her at first when she was like the goody twos kind of talking shit when she's like, well, how do you put this stuff on there? And and he's like, well, why do you wear what you wear? And she was and then I was like, fuck this chick. And then he brings her over, he asks her on a date, and then she gets more and more crazy and more fucked up.
Yeah.
And then she becomes more and more attractive, and then there's the whole twist to like everything that happened
with the
James
Videodrome.
Woods. I really like Another Day in Paradise, the Larry Clark film, but this might be my favorite James Woods performance. I think he does great. I love the way the gun looks. I love the vagina in his stomach. I love the pulsating tape. I mean, it was a little bit straight out of Japan, but the hand coming out of the TV, the lips on the screen, I understand that they weren't, this is all practical effects that they're doing in a digital effect world. But it really is a great charm. I did not see the movie going where it goes. It kind of takes you on a trip that nobody ever took you on before.
No, because,
Tell me one film that's like this movie. I saw the TV Glow?
Maybe a little bit. I mean, you could say that. You could say there's Shades of the Ring. They Live had the whole backstory of like the whole, secret world that's coming through the airwaves, and But I mean,
so there's a few.
Yeah, but those were all inspired. This was still before all those films, right?
Yeah,
so I mean, the whole.
I mean, videotape started coming out what 81?
I mean, when you're talking about videotapes.
Video cassettes, VHS.
Yeah, I can't remember. I mean, shit, they weren't made available to people until the 80s, pretty much. They might have been in the 70s, but you couldn't afford them. But yeah, like Videodrome's just like, it's got so many different layers to it, and it just keeps getting crazier and crazier. And then you start going with this whole assassination plot, and you can't trust what you're seeing on the screen. Is it real? Is it what this, is it in his head? Is it what he's going through?
Yeah.
All these different things. And then the body horror elements where you're just like, this is fascinating, but also it's making you squirm.
Do you think there's a gun inside of all of us?
I hope there's a gun inside of all of us, yes. Yeah.
But if you get it, it doesn't.
I do not want a vagina in my stomach.
You don't want a vagina in your stomach?
No, I don't want anyone putting their hands
inside of my stomach. You have a vagina in your stomach that all of us are born female, and then we grow the extra chromosome. So underneath all of our penises, there is a vagina in our stomach.
Great. There's an empty cavity somewhere.
Is that true?
No.
You don't think that's
true? There's no
true?
vaginas in all of us.
I think we were all born vaginas.
I think we're all born
inside of our organs. We can't get to our vagina, but there's a vagina in there.
You think there's a secret vagina in there? You hope that someone hits that vagina one day? Is that the male G-spot?
Metal vagina.
But no, this is a crazy, wild ride that when you watch it the first time, you're not going to be able to figure out this movie completely, and you're going to want to watch it again to try and figure out what the hell is Videodrome.
It's just it's sexy, it's dark.
It gets in your head though, just like the movie to James Woods in this film.
Well, and this is like a Bible. This is like a holy grail to us tape heads.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. People that love VHS. VHS came out in 1977, but it wasn't available to anybody until like 1981.
Well, and even with us horror fans though, too, we're always looking for that new edgy stuff too. That James Woods is looking for
the blank tape with the secret stuff. Because there's got to be. I mean, I don't know. They're hard to find, but there's got to be a warehouse of blank recorded tapes that got some dark, weird shit.
Yeah, and I don't want to find them and have the police come looking for them.
I want to find it. You can say mystery. It was a mystery bag from the beyond. It was in a brown paper bag.
Yeah, okay, so you're throwing Adam under the bus.
You can get it there.
But yeah, this is crazy. And look, it's David Cronenberg yet again. Yeah. His second film this year, and it's iconic. He did this one
first before.
I think so. Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, so this movie's fucking great. I know a lot of you have not seen this movie, and if you haven't, if you're one of those people that haven't seen that are not David Cronenberg people, you should become a David Cronenberg person. And I'm trying to get more into David Cronenberg. I'm a Hellraiser person, but David Cronenberg, awesome. And this one's special, and this one's different, and this one is amazing.
Yep.
And James Woods is magnetic, and so is Blondie. And if anything, for the goofy, weird, trippy effects, if you don't like the story, or if you don't understand the story, or if you don't like the film, you're gonna love at least 4 parts in this.
That's true. Yeah.
And Videodrome.
Awesome. Long live the new flesh, man.
Long live it.
Okay.
Number 1, you guessed it, the classic, the weirdest movie that I saw in the age, at a young age. One of the greatest endings of all time.
It's summer, baby.
Sleepaway
Gotta have
Camp.
your summer camp slasher, yeah.
Sleepaway Camp, which follows...
Sorry, I played the sad music.
Oh, you're thinking about the beginning with the boat?
Oh, right. Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
The acting. Look out! Or what does she say?
I don't remember what she says.
Oh, the girl screaming in the water, talking about the boat coming. There's a boat. And then the weird old mom aunt lady.
That you always think is a man.
Talks like weird.
She's got those weird man hands.
No, we cannot have that.
She's got
Don't tell him where you got vaccinated.
She's got stronger hands than I do, though. It's crazy.
And then we have
nuts.
a cousin and his cousin going to sleepaway camp. He's been to sleepaway camp before. He felt up Judy. Judy's a bitch now because she's got tits, but he's got his cousin there. We get introduced to the staff of Camp Arawak.
Yep.
And there's some pedophiles there.
The cook. They all are cooking for the kids, pretty much.
And he's making pedophile jokes, and everybody's letting it, and they're okay with that. This girl's trying to find her place. You know, she's been going through a lot, and she meets a boy, and she gets picked on by the girls. And there's a camp counselor who is one of the weirdest camp counselors in the world, trying to cover up all the horrible things that are happening. You get to see a lot of sexy camp counselor guys playing baseball and some of the shortest shorts you'll ever see in an 80s horror that actually is a highlight for the film. I know a lot of people that just like watching the outfits of the camp counselor guys.
This is an extreme.
They have they have belly buttons showing. They got cut off shirts.
This is why it's our number one.
Little ball sack nuts. But you got some really creative kills too. You got trying to figure out who the killer is or why the killer's killing. You got some underwater stuff. You got some boiling hot water. You got some
curling iron.
Yep. Yeah. You got some really amazing stuff in the atmosphere of the camp. You know what I mean? We love Friday the 13th. We love that it takes place in a camp. We
didn't get one this year.
Are out there, and we didn't get one here, but we did get this. And I might even say that the camping aesthetic with the cabins and the counseling, this feels
better than some of them.
It's better than Friday the 13th in a way. Because you got the kids there.
Yeah.
You got the events. I've never been to summer camp. Did you go to summer camp?
I never went to summer camp. No.
Never. But I would imagine this is kind of what it would really be like. A bunch of unsupervised kids trying to have sex and feel up Judy.
Camp counselors for sure. Yeah. I hope 10-year-olds aren't having unsupervised sex.
Well,
you never know.
With other 10-year-olds, you never know. The 80s is weird. Crazy time.
Strange crazy shorts.
But I love this film. I remember the first time seeing it with my mouth dropping at the end, and I guess we won't ruin the end, but we kind of did, but we didn't. What a fun fucking movie that spawned some campiness. I think the word campy film pretty much came from this. Did they use it before?
I think they did, but I mean,
the term campy, it doesn't get campier than Sleepaway Camp.
No,
why they call it
puts
camp.
the camp in Sleepaway Camp for sure.
Yeah, it is,
especially in the sequels as well.
Yeah,
when Angela comes back as
even
Bruce
more
Springsteen's sister.
I love. Yeah, that was played. Yeah, I love all the movies, but
they're great.
If you haven't seen Sleepaway Camp, watch it this summer. This summer, it is so fucking awesome. Felissa Rose plays Angela, one of the cousins, and she grew up to be a horror icon that shows up at all kinds of countless conventions.
Very sweet lady.
Bob, and is so
she's
cool.
the mangled dick expert on Joe Bob.
Yeah.
For a reason. For this film. Yep.
Like I said, I don't want to ruin it.
Well, if you don't know Sleepaway Camp at this point.
Apparently a poor guy had to stand there and cry.
And they see,
it was pretty bad, pretty traumatic. He will never admit to him being the one. But I love the swear words. I love the dialogue. I love the characters. Some bad, some good. There's a lot of really mean characters. There's a lot of really funny characters.
This is a quintessential,
up there, one of the best camp slasher films ever made,
for sure. If you're going on a slasher terror, this needs to be in the running for some of the best slashers. And it's just a great summer film too, man. I mean, you get a summer camp.
I'd almost rather watch the
first
three than the first three Jaws. I
don't know what you're talking about here, but okay.
I'm just saying for a party.
For a party,
if we're gonna throw a party soon.
Okay, yeah. Well, we'll talk about that offline.
So let's recap. Number 10, Lucio Fulci's Conquest. Number 9, Stephen King and David Cronenberg's The Dead Zone. Number 8, Psycho 2. Number 7, David Bowie and The Hunger. Number 6, Mausoleum. Number 5, Curtains. Number 4, Cujo. Number 3, John Carpenter's Christine. Number 2, David Cronenberg's Videodrome. And number 1, the amazing Sleepaway Camp, our champ.
God, I love the 80s, man. I love them.
Some people say that the 83 was the worst of the 80s, though. Have you heard that?
I think it's just because we don't have those franchises and things like that. You know, that's why we get next year. We get Nightmare on Elm Street. And, yeah. So I mean,
and then all the staples come in. But I think it's great. I think it's great.
Yep.
Movies that didn't really make the movie that we think should have made the movie. There's a movie called Olivia, which I thought was very entertaining for a foreign. It's kind of reminded me of Pieces, but like switched.
Sure.
The Devonsville Terror, I thought was a pretty good witch movie.
That was good, right?
Eyes of Fire is a folk horror witch movie that I thought was actually very different, very cool. Jaws 3D didn't make our list, but Dennis Quaid's in it and Leah Thompson looking hot as shit.
Yes.
I didn't get to watch it in 3D, so maybe that's why I didn't like it as much. But it's just all right.
It's a guilty pleasure of mine. I love it, but I can appreciate that it's not a great movie.
A Blade in the Dark was actually a pretty good movie.
Yeah, that was a good giallo.
Yeah. Deadly Spawn I kind of liked.
Yep.
Shout out to Bloodbeat because you got the sword.
I got this. Well, not anymore. I had to get rid of it because it was going to kill someone.
Yeah. The Final Terror.
I was going to say, if you don't mention that.
The next one that we made, it's got Joe Palianto. The same year that he did A Risky Business.
Joe Pantoliano.
Joe Pants Liano.
Joey Pants. There you go.
The bad guy from Risky Business. I don't know. I can't do $40 for the artsy-fartsy thing.
And Matrix and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, it's a good slasher.
And very Friday the 13th ripoff, though.
I could see that. Yeah, I could see that.
I mean, it's pretty much Pamela at the end there.
You're a slasher in the woods again. Yeah. So Final Terror is pretty fun.
So that is some mandatory mentions. Kroll, Fire and Ice, Scarface, Return of the Jedi, The Outsiders. Pretty good year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Should we do some awards?
We definitely should.
Let's do it. All right, 1983, weird year. Best art, was it Jaws 3, Cujo, The Dead Zone, Curtains, Conquest, Christine, The Hunger, Mausoleum, Videodrome, or Sleepaway Camp?
Dude, I think it's Mausoleum.
Me too. That's what I wrote too.
Yep. That's
full agreement. What a captivating case.
I want that poster, man. There's a lot going on in there.
The one with the skull, or the one with the
one with the skull, and there's a mausoleum, and
the original. All right. Best music. This one was pretty hard. Was it Conquest, Christine, The Hunger, The Keep, Dead Zone, Twilight Zone, Jaws 3, I have the soundtrack on vinyl, by the way.
Or Jaws 3?
Jaws 3D, yeah.
Oh.
I was going to bring it, but I was afraid it would melt in the car.
Yeah, probably. In this weather? Yeah.
What do you think best music was? Can't play Baja's without winning it for me. I'm giving it to The Hunger.
Yeah, that was a great one. Yeah, I agree.
The Hunger.
I can't imagine what the Jaws 3 soundtrack's like. Is that just recycled clips from... Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yep, makes sense. Yep.
And then there's like when they're skiing, like that really dumb ski music.
Oh, yeah, fuck that.
That's in there too.
Yeah, no thanks.
Looks cool, though.
You look cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Best effects in 1983. Was it Videodrome, Sleepaway Camp, Christine, Conquest, Curtains, The Boxer's Omen, Angst, Twilight Zone, or The Deadly Spawn?
Damn, there's some good ones in there.
There's some good ones.
Videodrome? Yeah, Videodrome.
It's got to be.
That whole bubbling TV was really cool, too.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how
and they did it all. Well, there's pictures of them
on how they do that.
Yeah.
Okay, it's cool.
Pretty much just a dude.
It's way ahead of what I think special effects would have been in.
Now
83.
it feels like it's behind, but it's was ahead then.
Yeah.
I think they took a lot of inspiration from Japanese horror films too.
Yeah, but Japanese horror films weren't doing that back then, were they? I don't know, but
maybe Japanese films took a lot of things from that.
But think about some of the scenes in the Nightmare on Elm Street the next year, though, where you got things coming out of the wall. It kind of feels like Videodrome-ish.
Right. Best story. Was it Christine, Sleepaway Camp, Conquest, The Dead Zone, The Boxer's Omen, or Cujo?
Ooh, I'm going to give it to The Dead Zone. I think it's got the most story.
Most story, yeah.
Yeah.
I gave it to Christine because
that's the
I
next
find
one.
other things in there, and they're both Stephen King. And
Yep.
I don't know why I put The Boxer's Omen in there, just because it felt like a fable.
There's a lot
I understood the story without knowing the words. So
there's a lot of story. None of it makes sense, but there's a lot there.
All right, so I'm Christine, you're Dead Zone. Those are good answers. Best Director, 1983, was it? The Quad Group in Twilight Zone.
Well, you do have Spielberg, and man, it's got some legendaries.
Lucio Fulci for Conquest, Tony Scott, The Hunger, David Cronenberg for The Dead Zone and Videodrome, or was it John Carpenter for Christine?
So I was going to give it to David Cronenberg because he did two films that made our list. Yeah,
gotta do it.
I mean, there's some big heavy hitters this year, though.
Cinematography, new category.
Ooh,
was it Jaws 3, The Keep, The Final Terror, all the landscape shots they did there.
Yeah, okay, I could see where you're coming from.
The Hunger, Videodrome, Christine, or Angst.
Man, that's tough.
It's Angst.
I was going to say it's either Angst or I wasn't going to give it to Videodrome. I was going to give it to, God, what was
Jaws
the other?
3?
No. The Hunger.
Oh, The Hunger. Yeah, The
Hunger had some really cool stuff, especially at the end.
Angst for being weird and different and taking you on a trip, but
Angst makes you feel like
The
you're
Hunger
watching this
did
guy
maybe
kill.
look the best.
Yeah,
but
well, it was artistic, but yeah, Angst makes you feel like you're right there killing that person with him,
sitting on his shoulders.
Yeah, eating a hot dog, eating a sausage with him. Yeah.
Best monster, was it Christine the car, Cujo the dog, the Spider Woman in Kroll, the Conquest wolf people, the Keep monster, the girl with a dong and a knife, the alligators in Boxer's Omen, Bloodbeat Samurai Ghost, the kid in Twilight Zone, or the plane gremlin in Twilight Zone, the woods woman in Final Terror, the dirt monster in Eyes of Fire, or that penis looking thing in Deadly Spawn.
Man, you're not going to give any love to Mausoleum's lady, huh? Susan had munching breasts.
She's in my crush category.
Ah, gotcha.
You can give it to the munching breasts, Susan. I'm giving it to the Spider Woman in Kroll, and I know that we counted this not as a horror.
Yeah.
But that Spider Woman in Kroll is everything to me, and I love that, and it's such a cool monster, and I'm giving it to that because I can, and I'm making the rules.
Fine. I like it.
But it would have been the wolf people from Conquest if it wasn't that, probably.
Out of all of them.
Yeah, what are you giving it?
No, I mean, I was thinking Christine,
penis?
though. I mean, that is pretty impressive.
But yeah, she's not a traditional monster, but yeah.
But Mausoleum, I don't know. Those chomping breasts, I didn't like that.
Should we move on?
Then we move on.
Hero. Was it Mace in Conquest, Christopher Walken, or Christopher not Walken in Dead Zone, the boy cousin in Sleepaway Camp, Arnie's buddy in Christine, Donald Pleasant in Devonsville, Dennis Quaid in Jaws 3, Prince Colwyn in Kroll, the boxer in The Boxer's Omen, or Helen in Twilight Zone? Christopher Walken.
Yeah, it's got to be.
He could have had his own comic book line.
Yeah,
of
he
him
is a hero.
Touching things and seeing things.
Because I'm like, looking at all the films, I'm like, most of the main characters are not heroes in any of the horror films in 83. So,
but Christopher not Walken turns into a pretty good hero. All right. Best man actor. Was it James Wood in Videodrome, Christopher Walken in Dead Zone, Arnie Cunningham in Christine, David Bowie in The Hunger?
I know you're not going to give this love, so go
Erwin Leder in Angst, John Lithgow in Twilight Zone, Anthony Perkins in Psycho 2, or Dennis Quaid in Jaws 3?
So I was going to go Anthony Perkins on this one. Yeah. I was actually surprised you put him in there.
Well,
he's great.
He's a great actor.
He's a great actor.
Just because I talked about him a couple weeks ago.
He's a fantastic actor that really only is known for Norman Bates.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's great.
I'm giving it to James Woods, though.
Yeah, I can see that.
I think he did a really good job.
He's slimy. He's a slimy hero.
And sleaze and what a guy. All right. Best woman actor. Was it Dee Wallace in Cujo, Susan Sarandon in The Hunger, Felissa Rose in Sleepaway Camp, Blondie is Debbie Harry or Debbie Harry in Videodrome, Kathleen Quinlan in Twilight Zone, Brooke Adams in The Dead Zone, The Invasion from the Body Snatchers Girl, or Meg Tilly in Psycho 2? Dee Wallace.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, she did do a hell of a performance.
Yeah, she's a good actor.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she is, yeah.
She is. I was saying that seriously.
And I was agreeing with you seriously.
Best supporting actor. Was it Judy in Sleepaway Camp, Robert Prosky, the mechanic in Christine, Leah Thompson in Jaw 3, Patty Lynn Griffin in Curtains, the daughter in Angst, Boobo, the boxer in Omen that was in Kickboxer, Dan Aykroyd in the Twilight Zone opening sketch, or Edgar, Joe Pantoliano.
This is best supporting?
Yeah.
I can't believe you didn't put David Bowie in there.
Why put him in main?
Oh, interesting.
I mean, he was kind of a side character, but he's like the main character, the draw. He's billed at the top, bro.
Okay.
So, but yeah, you can pick Bowie if you want.
Yeah, I kind of want Bowie.
Okay, you're picking Bowie. I'm picking Boobo from the Boxer's Omen.
The guy that you had no idea what he was saying because you were not watching.
Well, but it was still the bad guy from Kickboxer, and seeing him. Yeah, I loved it.
It's good to see him again.
I loved it.
Rest in peace.
Crush. Was it Blondie in Videodrome? Was it Leah in Christine? Was it Susan in Mausoleum? Was it Susan Sarandon in The Hunger? Was it Susanna Love as Olivia, also in Devonsville and also in Boogeyman 2? Was it Meg Tilly in Psycho 2? Was it Leah Thompson in Jaw 3s? Was it Kristen Baker from Friday the 13th that's also in Island Fury, a.k.a. Don't Let Them Eat the Babies?
Okay.
Or was it the princess from Kroll?
It's a long way to get to that pick but I'm giving it to Leah Thompson.
I did too.
Jaws 3.
I wanted to give it to the princess and Kroll, but
Marty McFly's mom looked hot in that bathing suit, dude. Yeah.
Gosh.
I know.
If she was my mom, I'd kiss her too.
Yeah, I'd let her right on the inside of my underwear.
Yeah.
Yeah, Calvin.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah. Best kill.
Okay.
Under the Boat in Sleepaway Camp, or the Curling Iron, Sleepaway Camp. Buddy getting killed in the garage in Christine. Ice skating sickle scene in Curtains. Demon Susan kills her husband in Mausoleum. Wolf People murders in Conquest when they ripped that girl in half and ate her brain, cracked her brain open. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
The daughter stabbing in Angst. The real deaths in the Twilight Zone, which shouldn't win an award, but I thought it...
That's a little dark. I'm going to stay away from that one.
The End Lady Log, Trap, and Final Terror.
Conquest.
Really?
That's a pretty brutal scene, man.
It is.
And it's not savage. It's best kill, right?
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yep. Okay. So I'm actually giving it to
I'm trying to give some Conquest.
The stabbing in Angst.
See, that's going to be for a later category.
Okay. Which is funny. Remember what your favorite kill was.
Okay.
Best beginning. Was it the Sleepaway boat accident? Was it the dog chasing the rabbit, getting bit by a bat in Cujo? Was it the girl at the graveyard in Mausoleum getting cursed? Was it the nightclub scene in The Hunger? Was it the bow gift in Conquest? Was it the car ride with Dan Aykroyd and that other famous actor in Twilight Zone?
Albert Brooks.
Or was it the opening of Olivia, where she has to watch her prostitute mom through the keyhole fuck all those dudes?
Yeah,
and then get murdered.
I like Mausoleum when the girl gets her green eyes and then that guy's head goes outside and head explodes.
All right, I'll go. I was going to pick Olivia, but you're right. I'm changed my mind. Best end. Was it Sleepaway Camp reveal? Was it the Videodrome ending. We'll just say that.
Right.
Was it the ending of Christine, the showdown with Arnie and the car? Was it the Conquest, Friends Return?
Jesus.
I call that.
Yeah, okay.
Was it the ending of Angst when he opens up the trunk? Was it the Dead Zone death at the end? Kind of just more sad than cool.
Yeah, it is sad.
Or was it the ending of Eyes of Fire where everyone's dead?
Spoiler alert.
It's got to be Sleepaway Camp.
It's Sleepaway Camp.
That's one of the best endings of all
iconic.
time in the world.
Yes.
Cosplay, if you wanted Jacoby to dress up as a cosplay and go there and win in a con.
Say no more. Angela.
Angela.
The end of Angela.
Angela naked.
Yep.
Arnie in the car.
He's done that.
Old lady face and curtains, the old hag. Susan Demon or the evil keeper.
Just a black buff.
I did Arnie
red-eyed.
in car because I know he's done it already.
He's done it. He's nailed it. He's won awards for it. I want to see him butt naked with a girl face.
All right.
Keep growing that hair out.
Scariest moment in 1983. Was it the mom or the aunt in Sleepaway Camp? The Videodrome videos on tape? Was it being trapped in a car with Cujo outside? Was it ice skating and seeing the hag with a sickle behind you? Was it sex with Susan? Not Sarandon, but Demon Susan.
Yep.
Or the guy in Angst?
This was what category?
Scariest.
Ooh, that's.
I'm going the ice skate lady.
Yeah, the hag. Yeah, if she was
the
skating
slow
at me,
motion. Oh,
yeah.
fuck, dude.
Yeah, that would
fuck. What the fuck is that?
The guy in Angst is not really scary. He's just.
If you think about it, he is.
Well, he is. Well, yeah, what he does is scary, but he's a weird goon that we probably run into on a daily basis of people like that. Yeah.
Most savage part of 1983. I have 3. Was it the wolf men ripping that nude girl in half and eating her brains? All the pedophiles in Sleepaway Camp? Or Angst? The whole thing, I guess.
It was, for me, it was Angst, the stabbing scene.
Yeah, murder. See, and that's weird because I picked the Wolfmen ripping that nude girl in half and eating her. Yeah, Kill and Savage were best for us.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's real shit,
when
man.
she's dead and his pants are down and her face looks so fucking dead. Like in movies, when people are dead, like you can be like, yeah, that person's not dead. That person's acting dead. Or that's a dummy or something.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like such a dead body.
For me, it was the vomiting, too. It was just like,
yeah.
it was so real.
Drinking the blood.
Yeah, yeah.
They say that's what happens if you do that.
Yeah, people aren't supposed to drink blood. Yeah.
Especially with a boner.
No. No. You've already got enough blood
right
going on. Yeah, just go straight to your dick.
All right, so that's awards. We're not going to do a recast of Sleepaway Camp because they're all children.
Thank God.
And recasting children is too fucking hard. Yeah. Sad news that we heard halfway through the podcast. Michael Madsen has passed away from Madsen.
Yep.
Has passed away from cardiac arrest, and I know he's not a big horror buff, but what a talented and amazing actor.
Reservoir Dogs, Hateful Eight, Kill Bill. Loved him in Kill Bill, man.
My bucket
Species.
list, I have cutting a cop's ear off on my bucket list because of him.
It's something I've always wanted to do. Don't know if I'll get the chance to do it. Yeah, it's crazy. Michael Madsen, 67, died of cardiac arrest.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Coming up here in horror, we have, with the exception, I'm not counting Jurassic Park Rebirth, but I Know What You Did Last Summer Legacy sequel.
Okay.
What are you thinking of this?
I'm thinking...
It looks better than you would think.
I'm going to go yay. Yay.
And it...
Because we're doing our yay, meh, or nay?
Yay, boo, or nay.
Boo. Right, okay. I'm going to go yay.
Or yay...
Yay, meh, or boo.
Or boo.
Yay.
I'm in the middle where it does look kind of okay, but I do not trust it. I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah.
I don't trust it.
It's never been a great franchise to begin with, right? So
the first and the second one, I don't mind.
No, I don't mind them. I just rewatched the first one a few nights ago. and I'm going to watch the sequel.
I mean, Scary Movie was kind of better.
Yeah. I can't believe how much they take from I Know What You Did Last Summer.
In Scary Movie. Where's the foot?
What are you waiting for?
What do you think about Freddie Prinze and Jennifer Love Hewitt returning? And the trailer. They could have kept that a secret for the movie, don't you think?
Yeah, well, I think that's the only reason why people are going to go see this movie is because they're bringing back. Yeah.
See, I think that's one of the things that's making me not want to see it.
See, I don't know if anyone was really clamoring for another I Know What You Did Last Summer movie. No. You know what I mean? And then they have no star power. Honestly, in the movie,
okay,
like all the
horror movie.
No, I agree, but you're releasing this in theaters near a studio, right? So right. I mean, like they're gonna be like, "What? Who the fuck are these people?" No,
I mean,
get Freddie Prinze in here.
The guys, super douchey.
I'm sure they're gonna be great.
You know, but here's the thing:
this is gonna be the second best film. In the
Know
franchise.
What You Did Last Summer. They're calling it the same thing as the first one, so you
that
think it's a remake.
Bothers me.
And then you realize that it's a sequel without a number.
But what if they kill?
How hard is it to put a number?
This movie will become my favorite in the franchise if they kill Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Wouldn't it?
You want Freddie Prinze to live though?
Yeah, I'm okay with him. He looks nice and rugged, like he's on his fishing boat still. You know, like he's all right.
Do you think the guy from Roseanne is going to come back too?
John Goodman?
No, Darlene's boyfriend.
No, he's dead.
Oh yeah, he did totally die.
He did die. Yeah. And isn't he in prison right now too?
Oh, I don't know.
Isn't Jonathan Galicki like? Wasn't he? Oh no, I'm thinking of the other guy.
You're thinking
of the other guy.
70s show.
Yes, that's the one. Yes, yeah. Yeah. Jonathan Galicki's all happy about that. That I just said that.
Oh God.
Oh, good. Yes.
Yeah. People think
great.
I'm
a rapist. Yeah. Wonderful. Thanks, guys. No. Yeah. I think if they kill her off, this will be my favorite in the franchise.
Okay. Cool. Maybe it'll be like Jamie Lee Curtis in Resurrection. There's no killer, then they'll bring her
just
back.
Incredibly stupid. I don't know, man. Like this franchise has never been that great. It's been okay to me.
It's just been like a secondhand to Scream.
So the bar's not that high. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I think it'll be better than I'm expecting.
Yeah.
But now that I'm expecting it to be better than I'm expecting, will it be less than I expected?
Right. But now, after you start thinking about that, you're going to lower your bar, and then it could end up surprising you and be better than what you expected it didn't be.
We'll be back in a couple of weeks with a Critters rank. Never thought we'd be doing that, but I see a critter over there. I'll bring my critter.
Okay,
we'll have
we got
critters all over the place. Seems like a fun summer thing to do.
Yeah.
Little monsters.
D. Wallace.
Yeah, D. Wallace coming back. Leo's first role. But,
that's right.
Critters will be fun. Let's save some stuff to talk about in 2 weeks, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Honk, honk. I mean, obviously don't put that in there.
Obviously. You're saying it out the window.
Honk, 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 honk.
I'm here. Yeah, I know.
Well, the holidays have come and gone once again, but if you've forgotten to get that special someone in your life a gift, well, Mint Mobile is extending their holiday offer of half off unlimited wireless. So here's the idea. You get it now, you call it an early present for next year. What do you have to lose? Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Limited time 50% off regular price for new customers. Upfront payment required. $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan. Taxes and fees extra. Speeds may slow after 50 gigabytes per month when network is busy. See terms.